So admittedly, the math pathways is the section that people will undoubtedly have the most questions about. So I'm going to explain it and hopefully not overcomplicate matters. So let's start with the math essentials. Okay, so if we look at sort of that yellowish orangish, the three blocks there. So if we start with Math Essentials 10, these are learners that have struggled with mathematics over the years, right? So the idea is that if they start in Math Essentials 10 in grade 10, then the following year they would take Math Essentials 11, followed by Math Essentials 12 in grade 12, okay? Now, if we look a little farther over to the right, then we see Math at Work 10, right? Now, the best way I can think to describe or differentiate the Math at Work 10 from the Math 10 Academic is the Math at Work 10 is a little more geared in terms of trades math. It would not be a satisfactory mathematics for a Bachelor of Science program. It would absolutely be an okay math for community college programs or trades-based programs that require a grade 12 graduation diploma. And they aren't necessarily, well, they aren't at all looking for an academic math, okay? I will also say that the Math at Work 10 program is closer in nature to the academic math program than it is the Math Essentials program. So it's closer to the academic than it is the essentials. Okay, so you'd see things like trigonometry in the Math at Work program. So Math at Work 10, the simplest progression through is Math at Work 10 in grade 10, followed by the 11 in grade 11, followed by Math at Work 12 in grade 12. Now, you will notice, so there is an arrow leading from the Math at Work 10 over to Math 10 Academic, a straight over. Is it possible to go from, say, a Math 10 at Work in grade 10 and then in the following year do a Math 10 Academic? Yes, it is. Okay, it has been done. It's not the easiest path, but they tend to be students that realize after having gone through the Math at Work 10 that really the requirements they need for their post-secondary are an academic level math course. So they've decided in their next attempt through, I'm getting a tutor, I'm recommitting to this. They work really hard, and sometimes that is a successful path through, right? So it's not as if you start in the Math at Work 10 and realize that maybe that was not the right fit for you, that you can't then bump up to the Math 10 Academic Math 10 Academic. And on the flip side, you could also bump down to the Math Essentials program in the following year. So you'll also see an arrow leading from the Math at Work 10 over to Math 11 Essentials. So we can always go to the left, no problem. It's just not easy to go back over to the right. Like I say, I hope I haven't overcomplicated that. All right, if we move on to the academic math program. If we start in our grade 10 year in academic math, that in our ideal world, we're successful in mathematics 10, then in the following year, we can go into the Math 11 academic. And just for simplicity's sake, I'm going to follow these blue boxes down. And then in grade 12, I could do my Math 12 academic. Now you will notice that in that sort of grade 11, that second tier, there's two bubbles. There's an Extended Mathematics 11 and a Mathematics 11. We do not have the Extended Mathematics 11. We offer Mathematics 11 typically in both semesters. Now here's the catch. So if we go a little farther over and we look at the purple boxes, that you'll see Pre-Calculus 11, Pre-Calculus 12, Calculus 12. If I am moving into that pre-calculus calculus stream, I need to take my Math 11 in first semester of grade 11. Then in second semester, I do Pre-Cal 11. In grade 12, in first semester, I take Pre-Cal 12, and in second semester, I take Calculus 12. If I choose to. I do not need to do Calculus 12. I can choose to do Calculus 12. Okay? And just as another, I guess, aside, if I look back over to that Pre-Calculus 12 bubble, Pre-Calculus 11. So I'm in Pre-Calculus 11. I'm in my grade 11 year. I did my Math 11. I did my Pre-Cal 11. And then I've decided, no, I'm done with Pre-Cal, what have you. You are absolutely 100% able to then, in your grade 12 year, take Math 12 academic rather than moving into Pre-Cal 12. Okay, that's okay. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else I should tell you. I will mention, so Math 10, let's say you have a student and you're not really sure, they've done okay in grade 9 math, and you would just like for them to at least try the academic program. But you're concerned, right? That's okay. One option is that you start the Math 10 academic in the fall. If that doesn't go well, what I would recommend is that in second semester, we run our Math at Work 10 in second semester. So in second semester, they could drop down into that Math at Work 10. So it's a little bit of a safety net. So like I say, start the year off in Math 10 academic. If it's not going well, then second semester, we just drop down into the Math at Work 10. So that way they're at least getting their Math 10 level credit, because the complicating factor as well with the Math 10 academic is it's a full year course, and if you are not successful in that full year course, you get 0 credits. If you are successful, you get 2 credits. But you don't get a credit in first semester and a credit for second semester. You just, at the end of the course, if you are successful, you gain 2 credits. Okay, and I know that's probably just a little much, but that's why I say, if by second semester you're thinking the Math 10 academic is not going well, you're not successful, maybe you had a 30 in first semester Math 10, then I would say by second semester, yeah, you should probably move into the Math at Work 10 and at least have your grade 10 level mathematics credit. Okay, like I say, I hope I have not overcomplicated that. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out. And if you want to reach out via email or call or drop in, we can certainly answer lots of questions. And the math is always one that we have lots of folks asking lots of questions, and very specific questions. They want to know about their student. What would you recommend? What do you think? And we certainly don't mind helping out. All right.